It's been called the book that the political and academic establishments do not want Americans to read. Today, Americans are more polarized than in any other time in modern political history. But such political environments historically have been habitat for tyranny. The Republican Party claims to live by conservative principles. The Party of Lincoln believes in individual responsibility, free markets, and that the most pressing issues are best left to the people.
In this present crisis, government is not the solution to our problem. Government is the problem.
The Democratic Party claims to be the party of progress. The party of Jackson believes that government can be used as a force for good, the ultimate arbitrator between the strong and weak in our society, and they want you to believe that too.
Grown up, hearing voices that incessantly warn of government as nothing more than some separate, sinister entity that's at the root of all our problems. They'll warn that tyranny is always lurking just around the corner. You should reject these voices.
But Americans have again been reminded that you cannot progress past what is a self-evident truth. Tyranny is always just around the corner, and it has come at a great cost.
You've got to watch the power of government. It's almost always abused, and it isn't Democrats and it isn't the Republicans, it's both of them.
They are unworthy of jobs as guardians of our liberty under the Constitution.
Who is? Government officials have put out private data illegally.
You should reject these voices.
The danger in hyperpartisanship is that it blinds us from seeing the underlying assumptions that each side makes, not of the nature of government, but of human nature. It is a centuries-old debate, as old as philosophy itself, the belief that we are all capable of some higher form of behavior that separates us from the animals. It goes at the very heart of our founding doctrine, but there are those who do not want to see us reach that full potential.
From time to time, we've been tempted to believe that society has become too complex to be managed by self-rule, that government by an elite group is superior to government for, by, and of the people. But if no one among us is capable of governing himself, then who among us has the capacity to govern someone else?
Temptation to grant government more power has always come from their exploitation of human nature, whether it's our fear that we will not meet one of our basic needs or materialistic envy. But that temptation quickly turns into the reality of broken promises. And only after crisis, after crisis, after crisis, do we allow ourselves to believe that the elites who are largely responsible for our society's greatest challenges somehow are better equipped to deal with them than we are.
People lost millions of dollars. It wasn't your fault. Come on, you coward.
James Madison said crisis is the rallying cry of the tyrant.
This is why Americans don't trust the government.
And rally to crisis they have.
Yeah, in any private industry, you're out. But not here in the federal government. You can come in and make every excuse in the world.
But they worry not of consequence, because they know in times of crisis, public fear is at its highest, and we are at our most vulnerable. Academics would have us believe that the progressive era reforms were required responses to these crises. But the truth is that progressive era reforms granted the federal government new powers that they used to concentrate wealth and power in and around Washington, D.C. And all for the benefit of special interests, they create conditions of economic disparity that enables them to win elections. But remember,
You should reject these voices.
as Americans, we have been selling ourselves short because we can do better. Benjamin Franklin said that only a virtuous people are capable of freedom. Well, what does it mean to be virtuous? And what impact might it have on our freedom? At the heart of our social contract is the idea that we are all endowed with certain unalienable rights. But we have forgotten that with each right comes a duty, an obligation to our Creator, ourselves, and each other. And only when we remind ourselves can we hope to secure our present and future freedom. I am Richard D. Barris, author of Our Virtuous Republic. Do you believe that we are capable of a higher form of behavior? Do you believe that we can restore our virtuous republic?